Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that negotiations between Iran and the United States will begin immediately after the signing of a proposed Memorandum of Understanding. Speaking to media in Tehran, Araghchi said both sides are moving into a structured dialogue phase following the initial framework agreement, adding that the talks would gradually expand to include broader regional and strategic issues. Araghchi also said regional developments, particularly in Lebanon, are closely linked to the agreement framework. He described Lebanon-related issues as interconnected with the broader negotiation process. US President Donald Trump has rejected claims that Washington is offering direct financial payouts to Iran, calling reports of American funding fake news, as questions grow over a proposed multi-billion-dollar reconstruction package linked to a possible peace agreement. Writing on Truth Social, Trump said reports that the United States was paying Iran were false, blaming what he called Doomocrats for spreading the claim. US Vice President Vance clarified that any proposed $300 billion fund would not come from American taxpayers. Benjamin Netanyahu bet that his joint war alongside Donald Trump would topple Iran's clerical rulers and bolster himself ahead of elections at home, as the architect of a US-Israeli alliance that would reshape the Middle East. Instead, Israel's longest-serving prime minister is on a collision course with Trump, as the US president seeks to extricate himself from the war, with both men's goals unmet and Israeli military operations tied down in Lebanon. Washington says that over the next 60 days, when a ceasefire is in place, it will negotiate full terms that will address US and Israeli concerns, especially over Iran's nuclear program. Pakistan will be hosting the signing of a US-Iran Memorandum of Understanding in Geneva on June 19th. Welcoming the agreement, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif called it a victory for peace, dialogue and diplomacy. Addressing Parliament, he said the deal marked the end of war and thanked leaders in Washington and Tehran for their role in the peace process. Meanwhile, Qatar, the European Union and Egypt also welcomed the deal as a step toward peace and the restoration of navigation through the Strait of Hormuz. However, US Vice President Vance has said that the text of the US-Iran agreement to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz will be released this week. In an interview, Vance said the deal could reshape relations between Washington and Tehran, with further talks planned on Iran's nuclear program and sanctions relief. Meanwhile, Iran has said that it will charge ships for maritime services in the Strait of Hormuz instead of imposing transit tolls. The clarification came as US Vice President Vance said Washington expects the vital shipping lane to remain open to toll-free passage under a new US-Iran agreement. A US Air Force B-52 Stratofortress bomber has crashed on takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California's Mojave Desert, bursting into flames and killing all 8 crew members aboard. Air Force officials said that the 8-engine jet-powered aircraft, built to carry a wide array of nuclear and conventional bombs, was on a routine test mission when it crashed on the runway at Edwards just after leaving the ground. A towering pall of black smoke billowing from the crash site was visible for miles immediately after the accident. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.